Hello, welcome back to another video of Prime Coding. Today I will be teaching you how to learn HTML. So first, to start coding, you must have a HTML tag. It's kind of like the roots of your website. Inside of that HTML, you'll have a head tag. Not much goes into the head tag either, just something called a title. Title is the basic, nope, there's no L either. It's the words that, like the title of your website in the web browser. So I'm going to put hello world. And now if you open it in full screen, can't actually see it, but there will be a hello world, like where there's tabs. Now underneath the head, but inside the HTML, gonna have the body tag, and all of your code inside of HTML goes inside of the body tag. So if you want to start off a website with a big heading, that would be called an H1. And then you can put hello world again. And now if you refresh, there will be a hello world right there. And then there's also an H2, an H3, an H4, an H5, and an H6. If you change it to an H2, you will see that the text got a little bit smaller. And you can go all the way down to H6, which is very tiny. I'll just put that back to H1. Also, there's paragraphs. A paragraph is what you would think, like a little paragraph tag. And if you wanted to make a certain word bigger, so if you wanted paragraph to be bold, you would wrap it in a strong tag. Didn't work. But anyways, so wrap it. I spelled it wrong. Okay. There we go. So you also have to have a space in between the text and strong, otherwise it'll come together. But now the paragraph is strong. Like, it's bolder than all the others. We have the image. You type in image, src, which stands for source, equals quotation marks, then you enter your image. So I have kitten.jpg. Now you hit run, and there's the kitten. You can also, I think this works. Yeah. Style. Not exactly sure. Oh, width. Not exactly sure if that'll. Yeah, that doesn't. I need to figure out how to. So if you do style, set it equal to its own quotation. Do width. Do 250 pixels. I hit run. Now you can see the kitten's smaller. So if you make it 350, now it's bigger. Get rid of 3, now it's 50. So we'll focus more on the learning CSS. That's just default CSS. It's kind of like the basic to HTML. I guess I can also teach divs. A div is something that you give a class. Like you can put images, text, and it's kind of like its own section. So you could also put like an image, which I don't have more than one image. But see how it's like, well, that's the default size. But you could do like, you can style it a lot differently, which we'll focus on the CSS video for basic CSS. There's another thing called a section, which it's kind of like it's kind of like a div without giving a class. And the class here, I forgot to mention that. You can see how it's like in a box here. Like the div is this whole section. So a class, you can call it anything, but make it so like you can call it kitten if you wanted to. Section is exactly like a div. You can do, it's kind of like, it's exactly like it, just a little bit. Like, you can style it all together, but if like a div, if you want to make it look different than all the others, then yeah, give it different, make it a div. But if you want to lay out the section, like all your sections the same, then it's easier to do a section. You can also give anything a class, so you can call it section or whatever you would like. Another thing that you would do up here in the very top of your website is create a header. That's where you could put like you could put an image. That's like a banner. Maybe put the H1 of your website name up here. And I guess one last thing would be the footer. It's kind of like something you do for copyright. Pretty sure it's, I don't know what you call that. And copy colon. Then you would put the year or however you would want it. Refresh. And now there's like a little copyright symbol. So this and copy colon creates that copyright symbol. You can also put it in whatever you want. So you can make it a H2, which in my opinion is a little too big. I have autocomplete code, so it's a little. Now it's really big. But yeah, that's a very basic HTML. H1, paragraph. The paragraph has a strong tag. Image. This is divs. Section. Footer. Again, header. Oh yeah, title. Hello. Or the image with the paragraph. Div. Section. And footer. Pretty sure that's it for very, very basic HTML. Next video will be how to or learn CSS. Thanks for watching.